Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Zombie Hunters 2. Again. Today, we're going to look at the characters that we didn't play as, but that we also didn't see during gameplay. And today, it's the younger of the Futaba girls, Makoto. If you ask me, Makoto Futaba is probably the second best character in the game, and the only reason I didn't use her is because she doesn't have a heavy-hitting area attack like Ryo does. Or any area attack to that end. Makoto is very fast and, surprisingly for a fast character, very strong. Her weakness is her short cool combo, her low health, and the fact that she takes knockback damage much easier than any of the other girls in the game, even Saki. Interestingly, or probably isn't, but I'm going to say it anyways, All-Star Fighters showed Makoto as being the master of Kick Fu. This game gives her invincible iron fists. Her punch attacks are so much more fluid than her kicks, and her melee attacks deal more damage than her kicks do. I mean, I don't know about her as a whole, because I've never played her debut title, Love Song, so I don't know which one to root for, punches or kicks, but personally I'm gonna go for punches. Mainly because this game is much better written, better programmed, and more fun than All-Star Fighters. Here, Makoto is wearing her alternative costume, Catgirl French Maid, because, well, the game wasn't a cheap enough ploy for fans already. It does get worse, though. Ryo has a similar outfit, except hers has a higher cut skirt, and obviously being older, Ryo has longer legs. And she has that attack where she stands on her head for a bit and her dress falls down. Pretty great, if indicative of the people that this game was aimed at. You get this outfit for completing Futaba's story on, I want to say, Berserk difficulty, which is this game's very hard difficulty, I suppose. I mean, the difficulty scale for this game goes easy, normal, hard, violent, Berserk, rampage. And those last three form a sentence. I only just noticed that. Huh. By the way, I said that Makoto has the shortest cool combo in the game? That's it. Those three strikes together, that's the entirety of her cool combo. Like I say, it's a bit disappointing, but really no reason to not play as her. Kiku is from Simple 2000, Volume 87, Dragon Sisters. You unlock her by completing this game on its hardest difficulty setting, or by having a pre-existing Dragon Sisters save game on the memory card, in which case she's automatically unlocked as soon as you begin the game. Kiku is a cybernetically enhanced samurai peacekeeper. The Farscape kind of peacekeeper, the kind that primarily keep the peace through ultra-violence and xenophobia. She has an above-average skill level in the sword and kick stats, but a tremendous amount of power behind her fists, partially due to the fact that she has bionic arms, but mostly due to the fact that she has guns in her wrists. Hana is from Simple 2000, Volume 87, Dragon Sisters. You unlock her by completing this game on the hardest difficulty setting, or by having a pre-existing Dragon Sisters save game on the memory card, in which case she's automatically unlocked as soon as you start the game. And if that sounds even remotely similar, this is because Kiku and Hana are virtually the same character. I mean, literally the only difference between the two is the name, colour scheme, and the fact that one of them has their voices pitched up a little bit. And see, this is another instance of an element that could have been very subtly altered in order to enhance gameplay. Like, you give Hana stronger kicks, Kiku stronger punches or whatever, but no, both characters are the same. So everything that I said about Kiku can be said about Hana. The idea of the 6-shooter in the armor, specifically the ballistic fist, it was used as a huge selling point for Dragon Sisters, and it works much the same way in this game as it did in their debut game. the wrist gun has 6 shots, and you use one each time you make a punch, whether you hit something or not. Once you've used all 6 rounds, your punches do hardly any damage at all. You can restore shots by hitting the same button as the clean sword command. This is where the Dragon Sister's weakness shines through. It takes about 3 days to run the reload animation, and you're vulnerable the whole time that you do it. If you take any damage at any point during this animation, you take massive stumble damage, and the reload sequence is aborted. Ah well, that does it for the extra character videos, you guys. There's still one more thing to show off, but we'll do that in the next video. So until next time, goodbye. Hey folks, welcome to the final episode of Let's Play Zombie Hunters 2! Unless this episode is really short and I tack it onto the end of the character rundown. In which case, welcome back to the last, 5 minutes of a video that you're already watching. Hot times! So, as I mentioned in episode 1, there are blood gates dotted around the various in-game maps. There are 3 per level, and in order to open them, you have to perform cool combos. And here's a blood gate, some kind of audio vibratory physio-molecular transport device, I suppose. If you do a long enough cool combo, the gate will open and it will transform you to, after the loading screen, takes you to Dream Space, which has the single best piece of music on the game's soundtrack, except, oh wait, they cut that music from the PAL version of the game because they couldn't find where it got used, assumed it was filler data on the DVD, and expunged it. The same goes for the 3 Rio Futaba singles that are meant to play when you dress up both Futaba girls in their French maid outfits. I mean, either way, this fight takes place with no music in the PAL version. And it's pretty boring for me, but when I come to edit this, I'll probably put some kick-ass music in the background. I don't know. So this is actually a buffed up version of what happens in the game's survival mode. I mean, while survival mode throws 10 zombies at you, calls it a day, this one gives you about 100. Also, all the time you're in here, your berserk meter is very quickly filling up because, well, as you may have noticed, it's raining blood. Also, this is the easiest blood gate. All the other ones in the game are much, much harder than this one. Your reward for clearing this is an item that fills up the mystery stat gauge. The mystery stat doesn't actually do anything for the character, but when it's full, that is, complete all the blood gates in the game, you unlock the Berserk Aya costume, the one that we just now demonstrated, which is all insanity all the time. Given that I've already completed this blood gate, my reward is, instead, a fragment of the holy statue. And I think that's enough Zombie Hunters for now. So until next time, goodbye.